I'm giving away a set of borderless contenders capsules. To have a chance at winning them, subscribe, like, and comment under the video. Right, so today I want to discuss a few misunderstandings and assumptions a lot of newer, but also some seasoned investors have regarding the CS market and potential investments. Some of them will actually be correct assumptions for individual scenarios, but are generally incorrect and should be treated as such if you're looking to be a somewhat responsible and thoughtful market participant. When you started enjoying Counter-Strike, it's not unlikely you were looking to get into buying some knives or skins and such, and encountered price developments of said play skins, and potentially even price differences between marketplaces. Given skins that are bought keep their real world value, it's of course interesting to figure out which ones would keep their value best, or maybe even increase in said value over time. From being active in the community, it seems that's a common concern with many players, which is somewhat understandable of course. Personally, I don't look at mine as investments, so let's get into the reasons why that is, and why you shouldn't be looking at play skins strictly as an investment either. Now, what's important here is that yes, most skins usually do go up in price fairly well with the entire market in the long run. So if you're just looking at basically keeping value, the vast majority of popular skins has been doing absolutely fine, so I wouldn't worry about that. If you are approaching items strictly from an investing point of view, however, you will have to be looking at what's the most optimal investment, given your goal is to make money, right? So you aren't happy with keeping value, which of course is good in and of itself, but as a CS investor, you might want to increase your inventory value significantly inside a certain time horizon. Now, to add a little bit of data at this point, let's look at some examples and compare popular play skins with other investment opportunities. For simplicity's sake, let's stick to containers like capsules and cases as investment items. Here are some of the most traded and common play skins over the last 2 years, because it's really been picking up steam since then. That's around when Stockholm capsules got put on sale, which provided a great opportunity in hindsight. Starting off with an AK Redline, which gained around 130% from the end of 2021 until the peak of CS2's announcement hype, which really was an unprecedented time in the market. With around 60% profit until today, it did grow along the entire market, which is pretty good of course, but not what we would be looking for. The more expensive AK Vulcan gained 200% at the top and around 160% to today. Checking out the Op Asimov and the M4 Prince stream, we get a good feeling for the average returns for popular play skins. Now, let's check out the capsules that were released during the time and some cases that were available. The most successful, Contender Stockholm capsule, returned 2500% at its peak, while still being around 2000% right now. If you haven't bought the literal top, you would still be in very comfortable profits. Even the worst performing Stockholm Legends capsule shows way better returns than the average play skin. Now you might say, well, Stockholm was a damn good investment in hindsight, but what about newer capsules? So let's look at Antwerp capsules that were considered good stickers as well, but also were considered overinvested at the time. You can see that every team capsule outperformed the play skins at both points in time. Let's quickly take a peek onto another great category and look at some rare cases where we can actually see similar data over the course of the last 2 years, once again underlining the relative simplicity of picking above average ROI items. What's also to be considered is that the play skins we just looked at have even better average performances than the vast majority of random skins that are available and even seriously looked at by some aspiring investors. While looking at the zoomed out graph for most CS items, it would be crazy to think about selling items today. However, while the stones only go up mentality has worked and will probably continue to do fine, I want to argue that sometimes selling could be the right choice. It's especially viable to reduce risk at specific times, take profits, reallocate funds, and free up some cash for upcoming opportunities like a new major or an operation, for example. While I don't necessarily think selling on a downtrend is the correct play in the CS market, if the basis you have entered your investment on changes significantly, it might just be the right approach. Certain limited supplied items I'm personally not considering selling in the near future, unless something really crazy happens in the market. Nowadays, the market landscape has of course changed, with player base growth, CS2's release, and Paris blowing numbers out of the water. But I firmly believe approaching the market with similar strategies will continue to keep working. Keeping things simple while going for sought after, limited supplied items will absolutely be fine in the long run, as long as the game thrives of course. Now please give me a few seconds to shout out my partner GamerPay. GamerPay is a peer-to-peer marketplace, so you're trading any item you want with your fellow CS2 players, without fees for buying with site balance or for selling. You can search the exact skin or knife you want with their extensive filtering options. It's also super convenient to use, and there's no hidden costs. If you buy something worth 50 euros or more on the website via my link, you get 5 euros for free, and support me at the same time, so that's very much appreciated. Thanks for that. Now, let's continue with the next assumption. While in theory, cheap buying prices offer the most potential return on invest, it's more than likely the cheapest items won't see any crazy demand increases in the near future to justify decent price increases. Having been very active during the Paris sale, I've been looking at a lot of different investments in the community and have seen a good amount of worrying choices, especially regarding different, seemingly random cheap papers and glitter stickers. In today's times, investor demand, while not being the quote-unquote better demand, will have to be factored in. For stickers specifically, prices during the sale in combination with application data is probably the best indicator for investor demand. At that point, it's important to find the items that still offer a good ROI potential while considering fundamentals as well as soft criteria like looks, hype, perception, etc. If you're one of the 80% that haven't subscribed, please consider doing so if you like what you see or what you hear. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.